I went to Alaska and oh my God, it was so amazingly beautiful. Otherworldly, you wouldn't believe it. You gotta go. Isn't that what everybody says? It's true, but there's more to the story, so let's get real. Beyond the beauty, let's look at the reality of costs, weather, and sightseeing in Alaska from the viewpoint of someone traveling there by cruise ship. Alaska, in the upper northwest part of the United States, is known for its landscapes, the snow-capped mountains, the vast rainforest, 2 oceans, icebergs, and fascinating glaciers. It's no wonder they call it the final frontier. This wintry wilderness, the largest state in North America, is a remote and challenging place to visit, and it's not easy to get to, even for residents of the country. And by the way, if you are an American, cruising Alaska from Vancouver, remember to take your passport. The state is vast, like twice the size of Texas vast, and many areas are only accessible by air or boat. Not unusual for more than one connecting flight to be involved. This can make travel expensive and complicated. Hotel and restaurant prices will be higher than you'd expect. What drives this? Well, the final frontier, as it is affectionately called, is remote and many products have to be shipped in. Also, cruise season, which is only about 6 months, is when the towns make the bulk of their money. So they gotta get you when they can. Many areas are far from amenities and services can be limited. This can be a challenge for travelers who are used to having access to a wide range of facilities and services. Fun fact, did you know Alaska has more than 100 volcanoes? For vacationers, excursion prices are not for the faint of heart. In Juneau, Skagway, Icy Strait, Anchorage, and Sitka, I've seen ziplining for nearly $300, a dog sled and helicopter ride combo for about $700, a glacier wilderness safari for about $350, and whale watching about $250. One excursion I would recommend wholeheartedly is the train ride from Skagway on the historic White Pass and Yukon Railway. It's convenient and heated, and I hate to say, these clips don't do the scenery justice. Way more awesome in person. You'll see the landscape change color and the temperature change as the train progresses in altitude. The rail was built in the 1800s to facilitate the work of gold miners. 2 words: worth it. Even on gray days, Alaska comes through with the beautiful vistas. Another factor to consider is the wildlife. Alaska is home to a variety of animals, including bears, moose, and wolves. Moose and bears are common, and they can be a day-to-day reality for residents and visitors alike, who are wandering around on their own, but this is nothing for tour groups to worry about. Fun fact, did you know it's illegal to wake a sleeping bear to take his picture? Yeah, I can't believe they had to make that a law. Okay, anyway, one couple from our ship encountered this mom and her kids on a bike ride, but I don't think they were menacing. They actually looked kind of cute, you know, in a moose-like sort of way. There are over 175,000 of these animals in Alaska. Wow. This little fellow is called a hoary marmot, a tree dweller, not exactly domestic but friendly. We visited a wildlife conservation center in Anchorage to check out some local animals. About an hour ride from downtown Anchorage. A gorgeous sunny day on the way there, but the weather quickly changed to cold, windy, and rainy when we reached the conservation camp. Interesting, but not fun. This black bear was kind enough to entertain us with his baton twirling skills using his favorite tree branch. Weather. Alaska experiences long, cold winters and short, cool summers. This can make it difficult to plan a trip, as the weather can change rapidly. In my opinion, one can experience both seasons in one day. This is what it looked like for the week of our cruise. During cruise season, temps can average between 40 and 80 degrees. However, don't count on the 80. The unpredictable weather can also affect outdoor activities, making it hard to enjoy the natural beauty of the state comfortably. It even derailed the ship's plans to take us to a beautiful glacier because the fog was so dense the captain couldn't see. At first, I was bummed, but after thoughts of the Titanic, I got over it. This just an example of how it's not uncommon for an icy itineraries to not go as planned. If you are lucky, your vacation will be chilly but sunny. Many of the dark and gray photos or clips you are seeing this video were taken during our Alaskan experience in the month of June. Another fun fact, Did you know that Alaska has more coastline than the rest of the U.S. combined? Yep. However, I wouldn't go out there in a bikini. If you are cruising Alaska, which in my opinion is the best way to see a lot of it in one go, you can simply walk around the port towns, which are pretty small. You can see interesting buildings, homes, and churches, and quaint shops just awaiting for the next tourist to wander through. Why? Because when cruise season is over, many of these shops close up for months. Cruise season is usually from May to early October. Hey, did you know Alaska has the lowest population density in the nation? 1 person per square mile, statistically speaking. And you know what they say about it being the land of the midnight sun? It's real. During some months, the sun gets low but doesn't completely set. As Dr. Spock would say, fascinating. If you pack thin layers of clothing, a weatherproof jacket, waterproof boots or shoes, and a hat, you'll probably be okay on a hike or walk around town. Another fun fact, Alaska is only 50 miles from Russia. Yeah, if you could drive across the ocean, you could be there in under an hour. Crazy, right? Remember, these observations are from a cruise passenger's point of view. If you are spending a few days on land in Alaska, well, there's more to explore like ice caves, northern lights, reindeer hot dogs, famous national parks, activities with the indigenous, wilderness hikes, etc. So dig deeper if you're going to hang out. If you follow my channel, you know I try to provide unvarnished overviews of travel experiences. If Alaska is still on your bucket list, I say, go for it. With realistic expectations, you can enjoy anything. Bye for now, and get out there. Thanks for watching.